Well, residents of Mbombela in Mpumalanga have been holding a memorial service for the late Hillary Gardee. The 28-year-old was the daughter of the EFF's former Secretary General, Godrich Gardee. She was found dead on Tuesday along a gravel road just outside Mbombela. Newzroom Afrika reporter Zikhona Tshona was attending the memorial service and joins us now. Zikhona, tell us more about what was said at the service this evening.
Yet again, Tembekile, women are united again and asking, Senzeni na. Women have had enough and want an end to gender-based violence. You know, Tembekile, standing here and seeing these candles lit, you can't help but think of Anine Boyson in 2017, who was raped and dumped in a veld. Karabo Mukwena, who was torched with petrol. Precious Ramabulana, who was raped and stabbed 90 times. Uyinene Mkhwejana, who was raped and murdered after visiting a petrol station. And just last year, Nosicele Mtembeni, a Fort University student, was chopped up and stuffed in a suitcase. And today, we add the name of Hillary Gardee to that list. Found in a veld, allegedly shot execution style. Not a single dry eye outside the Gardee home this evening as women united in song and actually just recalling what they've had to go through over the past few days, having to come to the Gardee house regularly to offer their messages of support as well as convey their condolences. As of today, no one has yet to be arrested for the death of Hillary Gardee, and people here are calling for police to act and arrest the perpetrators soon. But one of them, who is a resident of Nelspruit, Lerato, uziva njani wena ngalo nto yenzekileyo?
Ishaqeke kakhulu ngalokho lokwendekile ngoba asathi ukuthi kusasa kutoba ngimi kumbe kuyoba ngibani. Ngendeka ngaba mngani wethu kube ngimakwethu kube ngiseswethu sisaceke kakhulu asathi nokuthi kufuna sende njani. Sicela amaphoyisa asukume lempilo esiyilwe siniyokubulawa. Siniyosaba nokuya esitolo ngoba awathi ukuthi koyendekani. Mawuthuma umntwana awathi ukuthi utobuya kumbe ngeke azabuye sisaceke kakhulu simphakathi.
And that's been, thank you so much, Sisi, that's been the sentiment of many who gathered here. They are worried. Am I next is the question among many women who have gathered here because Hillary Gardee was going to the shop and she never returned home. Of course, her burial is taking place tomorrow at the Gardee residence and at a local church at around 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Zikhona Tshona, one more thing, Zikhona, you know, the guest you were just speaking to, Lerato, I think her name was, said to you what comes to mind when she heard of the death, of the murder, in fact, of Hillary Gardee was the question of who next. But there's also been the question of where are women safe in South Africa? You made reference to Uyinene Mkhwejana, 19 years old when she was murdered, when she went to collect a parcel from a post office in Cape Town. And that just speaks to how, at this point, there does not appear to be a single safe space for women in this country.
And that's really been the sentiment among many women since we got here. As you know, Hillary Gardee was visiting a local spa with a 3-year-old child who's now left with the trauma of having to witness her mother allegedly being abducted in her presence. So women are saying they don't feel safe. Mothers are concerned about the safety of their children, which is why there's been a very huge call for police to arrest the perpetrators as soon as possible, because women are asking themselves the question, am I next? Or who is next? This gathering that took place here, not a single dry eye, as women sang the song, Senzeni na, isono setu asisazi. We don't know our sin. They don't know why Hillary had to die. Yet another reckless and senseless killing of a young woman in South Africa, 28 years old, dumped alongside a gravel road and was found on Tuesday. The family is very traumatized by what has happened. They have many questions. Yesterday I was speaking to one of them and they're saying that her 3-year-old daughter is still expecting her to come home. He's not able to speak much about what transpired on the day, that last week Friday, when her mother was abducted, only to say, my mother bought me this jacket, my mother is fighting, and that child is still waiting for her mother to come home, and sadly it will never happen. Tomorrow we will see a family having to bury a child that they did not expect to die, and certainly not in this way. Enough is enough, South Africa. I think that is the sentiment of many women who are gathered here today.
Zikhona, Tshona, thank you very much for your reporting from Mbombela tonight.